So when you met this kid shoot this geezer,
Yeah.
if that kid said no, what would have happened?
I would have punched him up. When we got away, I would have battered him. Like, what do you mean? That's what I mean. You say you gang, but now it's time to be gang.
Yeah.
And gang means I'm older. I'm gonna tell you to shoot him. You can get the nightmares. I ain't. And if anything go down, you're going to jail, not me.
Welcome to From Rock Bottom, the podcast where we explore real stories of struggle, survival, and strength. Each weekly episode features honest conversations with people who faced mental health battles, addiction, trauma, and life's darkest moments, and found a way to rise again. A quick content warning: some of the topics we discuss may be distressing or triggering. We talk openly about mental health, addiction, and other sensitive issues. Please listen with care, and if you need to, take a break or reach out for support. You're not alone, and this space is here to remind you of that.
Boom, and we are on. Today I'm joined by Matt Norford from Manchester, and he's going to share with us his story of gangs, violence, prison, and how he's turned it all around to inspire others and discourage others to follow the same tracks he did. Matt, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you coming, mate, travelling this way.
To spread the word, innit? Go anywhere to spread the word to save a life.
I hear that. So, Matt, just like everyone, I'd like to start from the start. Take me back to your childhood.
Grew up with 5 brothers, 2 sisters, an older sister and an older brother. Gary was 2 years older than me. Only way to describe it, Gary was my best friend, my brother, my soulmate, my dad. Obviously I knew who my dad was. He'd come and go, but it was a waste of space. So Gary was like your superhero. In school, primary school, I was a class clown, so obviously I was the one that would get beat. And this was the 80s where your teachers could beat you, but the teachers would never do that because my mum would knock them out. My mum always said, just phone me. And you know, anyone who's listening to this who was born in the 80s, if your mum had to get off work to come to school, that's an extra beating you're going to get. So I was used to getting beatings. Not saying I wouldn't cry, but you get used to it after a while. By the age 6, I noticed my mum treating me and Gary differently. So, for instance, if my mum would say, shut up, stop talking, because at night time we would watch Prisoner Cell Block H. You know, that used to come on like 12 o'clock, and now you got 2 kids, 1 8, 1 6, laughing, talking. Shut up, turn the TV off. As kids, you just turn it down, but you're still talking.
Yeah.
Then any kid will know in the 80s if you've been beat. When you hear that drawer open in the kitchen, you hear the metal spoons clanging, you think, oh, it's the metal. So she'd come in and she'd be like, I told you to stop talking. Don't fucking do it again. And at this point, I'm like, you can't even get your breath out. And Gary would get, and you too. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, how's this guy just got 4 words and I get a paragraph?
You get first.
Yeah, because she's taking all of it out on me.
Yeah.
And at 6, I used to start lighting a piece of paper. I'd never forget the Swan matches. Can never forget him had like 2 sides. I'd strike a match, light a piece of paper, and watch it burn. I wouldn't burn nothing else, not the grass. I don't know why I was infatuated with just watching paper burn. And one Sunday morning, I've come downstairs in my little white fronts, lit a piece of paper, but it's burning quick. So 6, you're not thinking about in the sink and turn the tap on. I just threw it in the drawer, shut the drawer. Obviously, loads of smoke come. My mum come down the stairs, all I could hear was the swear words, and she grabbed my arm and said, I'm going to teach you not to play with fire. Struck a match and started burning me there. Now I am screaming, like, all jokes aside, I am screaming. Like, and I'm trying to pull back, but I'm 6, I'm skinny, my mum's physically strong.
Yeah,
but she's like, little bastard, I'll teach you not to play with fire. Probably 4 seconds, but for me it felt like eternity. Then obviously she's let go and I've dropped back and I just ran upstairs screaming. And all I can remember is Gary putting my hand under the cold water tap, and I just remember waking up in the morning in pain with a big blister on my hand, and my mum saying, get dressed, get to school, you're just like your dad, you. And when you keep hearing that and then you see how this guy treats your mum, you start thinking as a young kid, am I really like him?
Yeah, you're recognising that your dad's a scumbag.
Scumbag hitting my mum.
And you're like, I'm like him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, I'm not the others. So that plays in your mind. And my nana and granddad lived in London, a place called Harrow on the Hill. Coming from South Manchester, to me that's posh. The house is worth like, I don't know, 600,000 now, 700,000. So they're well off. And I had an auntie, obviously their child, and she was the same age as Gary, so 2 years older. And then in the 80s, there was a pair of roller skates with a big yellow stopper at the front. And they were like the Ferrari of roller skates. Now my mum can't afford them. So I'm like, auntie, can I have a go? And she's like, no, it's not my fault your mum can't afford them. Now that hurt. Like, yeah, but no. We were, like, my mum had a nice house, like, nice decoration, all that, but she couldn't afford to give us that everyone else had. If you got a computer, like, my birthday's Christmas Day, so when I got a computer, that was for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I'm getting a computer with one pad. It's 3 of us. So I've got to give you a go on my birthday. So I hated it. So we weren't poor, but we were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's gone upstairs. So like any other kid, I put the roller skates on and I'm just skating up and down the garden. You know, they felt like heavy clouds on my feet because they were heavy, but they felt so nice. 10 minutes later, she's come down. Take them off, you tramp. Now that cut like a knife because your auntie calling you a tramp, and it makes you feel like a tramp because my mum can't afford what she's got. So I kicked one of them off, and I don't know why. But when she bent over, I ran up and booted her up the ass with a stopper. But I caught her on the tailbone. Oh, she jumped about at least 3-4 foot in the air, screaming. My mum come out. My mum chased me through the house. And as you know, when you're running, the stairs is that way. I tried to turn. Yo, my mum got the sneaker cue from the front room and just busted it over my head. And the sneaker cue snapped over my head. Now I'm on the ground screaming, kicking my legs like a kid. Like I'm proper screaming. And my nana's a big lady. And Nana's got off the chair and pricked my mum. Like, why are you doing this to your mum? Why are you doing this to your son? You're gonna end up killing this kid. And obviously it hurt, but I was crying more at what my mum said. My mum said, yeah, but it's hard to love your child. He's just like his dad. And I remember, I'll never forget that cut me like, rah.
Hearing it again.
Hearing it. Not even the dad bit, but it's hard to love. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't say that about Gary or JJ. So then my nana's threw on the floor. My mum did that carrying move that I did so many times. So I'm thinking, so everyone out there that watches it, you're going to think, oh, what a nasty child. But I was thinking, Nana, boot her in her head, stamp on her. Now my mum's doing that, like she's made me curl up so many times. I want my mum to know what it felt like. Obviously, my nana didn't do that. When we got back to Manchester, I got battered again. So by the time I was in like year 6, I didn't want to come home. After school, I'd play out with my brother, with my friends, and when it's like now, it's winter and it's dark, I'd be outside, I'd stand in the corner crying, I do not want to go inside. Because sometimes I'll go in the living room and my mum could be speaking to you. As soon as I come in, she'll go quiet, like the plane's walked in. And I'd go in the fridge, like in the kitchen, put my head in the fridge and I'd be crying like, rah, what a... Like, it was just a feeling like, right, you don't love me, I'm a diseased or something. But yeah. Gary would clock on and Gary would be like, nah, bro, we were just talking about whatever it was. So Gary was always that word of reason, that voice of reason. He was always there to give his little brother a hug. And I'll never forget, I've never said this before, but I was talking to someone the other day, on the first day of high school, I went with Gary's hand-me-down coat. I looked like a mess. I had like twists in my hair that weren't done. Gary looked immaculate. I had some Doc Martin boots on. I looked like a mess. No wonder I went on to bully people in school. But the first day of school, I went into the year 9's class, obviously I'm year 7, and I never forget, I sat down and went, what are you doing in here? Who are you? What's your name? So I'm like, Matthew. And they've gone, get out, you prick, before we smash you up. And obviously I'm year 7, I'm scared. But I've gone, now I'm looking for my brother, and I'm going to use my brother, Gary Mullings. And they've gone, oh, but then Gary's just walked in and they've all gone, oh, yo, Gary didn't know it was your brother, rare. And I remember thinking, you're all scared of him. Gary's a skinny guy, but a bit of a nut job, so he's called me out, he's brought me to my class. So the first day of high school, there was basketball trials, and I scored a basket. But it was the first time a teacher ever said anything good to me. It was, oh, you've got potential, good basket, do you want to join the team? So mate, I'm buzzing. I robbed the ball, not on purpose, but I forgot I had the ball. I was just bouncing it out. All I was thinking was, Mum's going to be happy. She's going to say, congratulations, I'm proud of you, well done. Even a little round of applause.
Doing something positive.
Yeah. So I'm walking home, I let the bus go past me. It took me an hour and 15 minutes to walk home, but all I'm thinking is, well, maybe she was right to burn me. Maybe she was right to batter me like that. Maybe I should have been more like Gary. Maybe I should have been more quiet. But she's going to love me now. Got home and I promise you, I've opened the front door. There's like a little passageway. I've opened up the white door to the living room. And she's on the house phone. And I've got, Mum, the coach said I've got potential. I'm going to join the team. I'll never forget. She just went, anyway, love, as I was saying. And that killed me. See, it probably makes me emotional. I slammed the door. I was crying. I walked outside and Gary's with all these like older guys, got a big chain on, he's a drug dealer. But I'm not asked about that, I'm just crying, because I'm just thinking, I've said that, I walked home and that's sure, you didn't even say well done, not even a fake congratulations, just a, and we all know that means, yo, I'm not even asked what you just said, I'm not bothered. So Gary's put his arm on, I'm like, what's up, bro? I'm like, Mum, everything I do, she never gives me praises. Look, you went to school in brand new Naikarachi, I've got flipping holes. I was after school, they're changing my trainers, and look at me. I was just getting it all off my chest. And Gary's a mummy's boy, so he's like trying to make me understand. Look, Dad's a waste man. Mum's got 4 boys. It's hard for her. But when it's affecting you, it affects me. He's not getting affected, so he sees it different. So that first year I played for Manchester Boys, Manchester Giants, Northwest Boys. Year 8 I was playing for England Boys. But what happened, I couldn't get to some of the games and the training because my dad was a waste man. He had a car, so but he lives in Moss Isle, I live in Rusholme. It's a good 20-minute on foot walk. I'm saying, Dad, I need to get to Bolton. Come and get the money. You're in a car, come and drop the money to me. Furthermore, come and drop me. So what made me make one of the worst, one of the worst decisions of my life, I did a tournament and, I did a game, and at the game, you know what was happening? When I turn around at half time, and when I'm scoring baskets, your mum, his dad, his auntie, his uncle, there ain't no black face clapping for me. And it's not even, forget a black face, there ain't no one from my family clapping for me. It's disheartening. So then at half time, when yous are all over there having your drinks, I'm just there like thinking, but I'm holding back tears. I've got tears in my mouth thinking, I'm the best in the country and no one can be bothered to come and see me. Obviously, as a kid, I'm not thinking mum's got 3 boys at home. I didn't even care about dad. I'm thinking mum, I just wanted my mum to come. Aunties and uncles weren't really bothered about them. And at the end of the game, I'm at the bus stop cold and you're getting, you's getting in the car. Yo, see you in school tomorrow, Matthew. The dad's good game, mate. Yeah, you're a good player. But I'm waiting for a bus. And then you got man driving past, man riding past with ballies on him, looking back and you can hear him say, yo, ain't that my man's brother? And you're thinking, please hurry up the 53 bus, hurry up. You get on it. Then I got home after this tournament and I went, Mum, I got the MVP, like the most valuable player. I was buzzing. And she's just gone, yeah. Like dismissive. And I remember thinking, sorry, fuck you. I'm going to make Gary proud because trying to make you proud just hurts me. From that day, I started learning how to roll spliff, smoke weed. Not like the next day, but gradually over the next couple of months, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, wearing bulletproof vests. Got the deuces, like the little snap and cap guns. Thinking I'm John Wayne. Got kicked out of school by year 9. By this time, we're beefing with other gangs, carrying guns, going to outside of schools looking for other gang members. Got kicked out of school altogether, but they let me go to a Peru. I went to a Peru, it was in Moss Isle. I ain't going back there. Like enemies used to go there. So by the time I was 15, I had my first son. A couple of months after that, I shot someone. Went to shoot him I shot him in the leg, but it messed went through his knee of his pants, ran up to his chest and shot about 3 times. But the gun clicked. Them snap and caps only have 2 bullets. I only had 1 in it. So the first one went through. The second one, there was nothing there, so it's clicking the knees like that. But I'm glad I didn't because I would have went to jail. I had a fight with him, smashed him up. Then the police raided my house. Before the police raided my house, my England coach called me in for a meeting. He said, basically, get your GCSEs in English and Maths, Matthew. You've got a scholarship on the table for £250,000 to go to America. Now, I wanted to go, but you got to think of a mind of a young guy who smokes weed, drinks alcohol. Like nowadays, the young kids listen to drill music. I was weak-minded. I was listening to rap, so I'm talking Tupac. You got Biggie, Nas, Wu-Tang, COS, all the underground rap. What was Tupac talking about? The guy with the tattoos who every girl loves, who's a real thug. You're
thinking about now in the moment, not the future.
Yeah. But what does he do? We're smoking weed. We're drinking Alizé and Hennessy. Mm-hmm. We're riding cars. We've got jewellery. We've got girls on the go. So I'm thinking, I'm a thug. I'm an actual gangster and I'm doing what these men are rapping about for basketball. Let me see. Year over there, 2 years over there, and NBA. So at this point, I was making £1,000 a day. So I'm adding it up. £365 a year. Take a few shots. It doesn't work like that, but this is how I'm calculating it. What? So in 2 years, I have near enough 700 grand. Don't have to go to NBA. And I didn't want to lose my brother because I was scared if I left my brother Gary, he's going to get killed. Something's going to happen to him. So I was like, nah, forget that. 2 weeks later, police raided my mum's house and threw me on the floor. And what made me cry is that the police had his boot on my mum's back of her neck. And obviously my mum's a little fragile woman. I don't care what she's done to me, I still my mum. So obviously I'm trying to get up. They locked us up all day in the police station, and when I turned 16, I got 15 months in store, keep young offenders. Now, all you youngsters that listen to this, jail is not what you think, what the elders tell you. That's made me believe that, you go in there and somehow you magically get big, you meet friends, you have a laugh. No, you're in a cell with another human being, another man who's going to poo in that cell, in that cell, and you have to eat your food in that cell. You are in a shower with 15 other young people. I don't like seeing ball bags and bum cheeks and penises. I like seeing women. But you're in this situation, you've got to deal with it. The food's disgusting. And you're in there with, to me, I'd say in every podcast, to me, the worst of the worst crimes are crimes against children and women, rape and paedophilia. I don't want to be around any of you. I don't want to breathe the same air. But in jail, some guys are not going to go on the PC wing. Mm-hmm. They are going to walk around big and bold. Now, when I was saying to these men, let's go stab him up, man were like, nah, because if you don't, he'll knock you out and rape you. But I'm like, there's 4 of us, just stab him up. But not everyone's got that. Everyone says that on the hour, but how many people want to do extra years for, you know, someone who's done that to a child or a woman. So I did my 9 months, or I did supposed to do 7.5, I ended up doing 9 because I got in a bit of trouble. But to you young people, I was smart, I got my GCSEs. You either sit in your cell or you make the best of the time of the situation.
Free education,
yeah.
Take it.
I got my free education, got the GCSEs, but I was that good at basketball. Like I said, they gave me trials for Manchester Giants when I got out. But my thinking was, and this is people who have been brought up in that household, I was brought up in a very strong black household where my nana and mum, you know, we watched films like Malcolm X, Black Panthers, Huey Newton and all that. And have you seen American History X?
Yeah, cool.
So when that white guy stabbed that black guy's mouth on the curb, and all this, and you're hearing from your mum and your nana, white people are the enemy, you're going to believe it. It's your mum, it's your nana, and you're watching the films, so you're like, wow, the dude, they are the enemy. So I was like, nah, I didn't think of it like, well, let's be honest, we're in a white country. There's going to be more white people than black. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
So when I looked at it like, most of the prison officers, governors, the system's white. But I didn't look at it like, well, police are locking you up because you're committing crime. Social services are getting involved because your home life. Probation are putting you on courses because you just come out of jail. I believed my mum because it fit the narrative that I wanted to sell drugs. So yeah, you're against me. Every white person's against me. It weren't like that.
Yeah, forget what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Forget all the laws I'm breaking.
Yeah, so forget to be accountable for my actions. I was out of jail for a year, and in that year, went to war with a gang in Manchester who shot my uncle. My uncle was not a gang member. They shot him because they tried to rob him, and they could never get to me and my brother because we were gang leaders at this point. So found out he got shot, went back, chased this guy down, shot him. Me, my brother G was there, and this other little kid. I made the little 13-year-old kid shoot this kid twice. That 13-year-old kid, when you kids think it's gang, and you're going around stabbing people and shooting people, this kid started taking Class A drugs, heroin and crack, to deal with what he's just done. And when you're sending to these kids to OT, or you elders thinking it's good, you're mashing up these kids mentally. I've been in a trap house, I've been sat there for days, but I'm old enough, I knew what was going on. When I was 17, 18, I was built different. These young kids are not built like how we were built. So when you're sending them to Blackpool, and you are seeing these drug addicts have fights, some of them are shooting up and blood's going up the wall because they're hitting different things. Our kid's got to see that. That kid's never going to be normal when he finally tries to get out of that
So
life.
when you met this kid shoot this geezer,
Yeah.
if that kid said no, what would have happened?
I would have punched him up. When we got away, I would have battered him. Like, what do you mean? That's what I mean. You say you gang, but now it's time to be gang.
Yeah.
And gang means I'm older. I'm gonna tell you to shoot him. You can get the nightmares. I ain't. And if anything go down, you're going to jail, not me. So the elders don't love you. I didn't love this kid. That's just a harsh reality. And out of most things I did, that's one of the things I regret, because his life got mashed up through me. And it was mostly me, because he took a shine to me, and I recruited him. I gave him money, you know, pumped him up. You're my G. Yes, gave him a little name.
Did you do all that knowing what you was doing? Like, it's basically manipulation.
Yeah, it was
isn't it?
manipulation.
Yeah.
Of course I did. I told the truth. I didn't want to go to jail for a second time. And there's always, you know, you get the little younger ones, the young Gs, or as you call them, the YGs. They look up to you. They knew so they were my brother's age. I've got a brother who's 10 years younger. These all wanted to chill with us. So if me and you were the same age, what are these young kids chilling around for? You send them shop, you give them a tenner. It's only £4 he's going to come to you. I'll keep the £6. This kid's never had £6. So to him, that's like 20 quid. Yo, come, you're jumping in a car. I've had it done to me when you jump in a car and you're with a real gangster who's got a reputation. You know, I've got my chain on, you know, I'm sagging, smoking a spliff, giving him some. You can see his eyes, he's like, yeah, I'm with Skelly. Then he goes and tells all his friends, look how much I've made. It's only a one-off. You've made me £2,000 today. So, but he's slowly, his soul's going bit by bit. I'm taking his soul, I'm taking his confidence. And before you know it, he's sucked into a gang where you're not making money as you thought. Now you know the real of how it works. You're just, you're a lackey. You're never going to move up to the top because it's me and my brother's gang. You think we're ever going to let people rise up?
Yeah,
no.
yeah. They're just taking all the risk.
All the risk. And like I say, we'll hype you up and you'll get little rewards, little clothes. You might get a chain. So what if I spent £2 on a chain? You think you've carried guns for me. You've shot somebody. And if you get caught with that gun, you know you're not going to grass. Because we've drilled it into you that, you know, grassing's not cool. Your family, things like that. So this kid, 2 weeks later, police raided my mum's house, my brother's house. He had his apartment, and my baby mother's house were found. Money, drugs, so heroin, crack cocaine, money, cannabis, bulletproof vest, ski masks, and some money. My mum's, and my son's mum, they found bullets for a machine gun and some money. Now, when I went to jail the first time, she was getting £1,000 a month, so that's £9,000, and then I gave her £1,000 to buy herself. That's £10,000 in 9 months. Rumour was that she cheated on me, so when I got out, when they raided her house again, I let her go to jail, And to every woman I know, that's a scumbag thing, but you got to think, I'm 18. All I know, this woman, well, I believe this woman's cheated on me and you've took 10 grand of my money. Like, I'm in jail. I didn't have no Rolex at this time. I was making $1,000 a day. I could have brought a Rolex, could have brought a nice car. But because I've got a son and I know what it's like to be poor, they never wanted for anything. So in my mind, now you can get the 2 years over there. I take this 4.5. I ain't trying to get 7. So she got 2 years, which I am sorry for. She got 2 years in Style Women's Prison. And then she went to Drake Hall. And I got 4.5 years. I did a year in Hindley prison and went to an open prison for Thorn Cross. And then got out. First night I got out, shot someone, me and my brother, we both got arrested. He was in for 48 hours, I was in for just under 24. Got out, back to the same Daphne, selling drugs, gang banging. You know, you think you're cool when you're smoking and you're driving, it's a hot day. But what are you really doing? You're driving in South Manchester, you're seeing the same streets, the same people. Like, I wish I would have did it differently. I went on holidays, went to uni and went on holidays. I used to drive when I had money and chasing. I swear, I used to look at normal people and think, what is it like to not be looking over your shoulder? What is it like not to care about having £300 jeans and having chains, all this pressure you put on ourselves so people perceive you as a gangster? They just look normal, you know, with normal van trainers on and they're not bothered about having £200 trainers. The jeans have got a rip in it. But they're happy coming from Greg's going back to uni. I envied that and was like, I just wish I wish I could experience that. Come out, shot someone, back to the gangbang in 2005. Some guys chased us down in a car and that night I was pissed. I was like, who these knobs think they are? So we used to jump on mountain bikes and we used to ride no hands like that. Ask anyone in the early 2090s, Rush Home, RCG gang members would ride 2 on that side, 2 on that side like that. A lot of people like to, I don't know, portray a gangster, they've got it in the jeans, you know, the waist. Yo, who's that? This ain't a game, so when you're saying who's that, I'll just start squeezing the trigger.
Yeah.
So we've gone to this park called Rep Park, where we knew the opposition chilled. So all you young kids that chill in the street and say, yo, I die for my boy, I'm not going to run. When I turned the corner, I had a 44, one of the most powerfulest handguns. Half at night, belly on, bandana, so you can't even see the whites of my eyes, all in black. I've turned the corner, they're about 5 steps from me. I'm going like that, and they're all just like, I could have shot every single one of them. Only reason I didn't because someone I know has killed someone, and that person told me when you kill him, that person's face is always in your mind, even when he shuts his eyes. So I'm thinking these kids are like 15, between 15 and 17. Now if I kill you, all they're going to do is put you on the newspaper with your little school uniform, looking innocent, and put me as a 25-year-old man, guns down, teenager. They're going to make me look the worst. They're not going to think, oh, this kid was shooting at me. No, this kid was an active gang member. They're just going to think, no, he was 16, he was 15.
Didn't know no better.
Yeah, didn't know no better. Yeah, so that, I swear God will witness, I let them run off. So as I'm going back to the park, I heard someone say, who's that? That's what we say, man. If you see someone you don't know, it's like, who's that? So I've ran to the park, you just see like shadows ducking and running. And you got 6 shots on the revolver. I was going to let off 4, jump on the bike, down the alley, back into Rush Home. But I thought, I could hit a 15, 16-year-old, because you know, it's not always just the olders out at night. So I've gone back to the alleyway, gave Amanda a gun and said, Joe, come, let's go Rush Home. He's gone this way, he's gone left. We've gone over a road into a croft. As I'm riding, some guys coming at me, I just said, bang, 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 6 shots. And I promise, I've never been shot at this point. I've always had, like, shot at somebody. I just felt the bullets go, you could feel the wind. I was scared. When you watch the movies, it makes it look like, you know, the ducking and the gangster. No, I was scared. So I'm thinking, yo, where's my brother? Where's the other guy? So then my brother was let off 2 shots at this kid. This kid shot back. So I'm about 3/4 of the way over this field. Obviously, I'm riding. I've got my bulletproof vest and I'm on my pedal bike. And I've just looked to my left. There's a kid with a fisherman hat on, all in black, with a machine gun, but the stock out. But he's walking sideways, and I'm thinking, this guy knows what he's doing. Most guys are going to try and run at you like the movies, like, it's going to go everywhere.
Spray.
Yeah, no, this guy knew what he was doing. So I've just gone to grab my gun. Oh, I've gave it my bro. And so I'm thinking, yo, can't you see this guy in the road? So I've just gone, God, if this kid's going to shoot me, let him shoot my lower body. Obviously, the way he had it like that, and I'm leaning forward, it would have went through the side. It would have teared through all my organs in my stomach. So I am not lying. It's when I knew God was with me. It's like God pushed the gun down, he just went, and then sprayed R30, like, that was it.
Yeah, that quick.
That quick. So I've turned the corner, I'm through this estate, I'm sweating, I've got outside the police station and I'm thinking, if my leg just felt like someone gave me a dead leg. But in the movies, when someone gets shot, you see him, drop off the bike and all dramatic. So I'm thinking, did he miss? Or did I hit my leg on the bar or something? So, come outside the police station, this car's come again, jumped out, shot back. The next car come, chased me. No, but I wanted to bang on the police door because all this commotion, the police lights come. I thought, nah, you can't snitch, you can't. Even though I needed assistance, you can't go to them. That's how dumb the game is, you can't go to them. So I've rid on and this car's chasing me and I swear down I'm in the alleyway, I've took my body off, it's about 11:15, it's raining. And all I remember thinking, if they stop that car and come into the alley, I'm dead. Like, I've got no gun, I've got no energy, like, I know something's wrong with me. I just remember thinking, it's Sunday, the Lord's Day of Rest, I should have stayed my damn ass inside. And then I heard the car get off, so I've come out the alley, I've got to my son's granddad's house, and he's a Jamaican guy. And obviously, I'm not saying but a lot of Jamaicans do like to cook in the evening, you know, over a spliff and a drink, thank God. Jumped over and I've gone in, I've said, yo, phone the ambulance. And he's like, what's up? I said, tell him an old white lady's been stabbed and robbed. Don't tell him my name and don't tell him I've been shot. Because I know that when you tell him you've been shot, the arm response, have to come before the ambulance will come. And when you say certain names, they're not asked about you. What do you do? Oh, my son-in-law Matthew's been shot. I thought, why have you just said that? So I'm on the couch and I see blood coming out my left thigh. His missus has tried to put a towel on it, that's just turned red. With three Gary, JJ, Nathan have come in. Gary and Nathan got the guns. So Gary, the only way to say it is like, you can see the emotion in his eyes. You fucking prick. So I mean, you could have got yourself killed. Rare, told you wait for me, rare. I'm like, bro, just get me to the hospital. But he's not moaning at that, he's moaning because I could have died and with that close. So I'm hobbling on JJ and Nathan. I've just seen a car come, I've just said, I've looked. I've seen that arm come out the window. I thought, not tonight. Yo, I was scared. I threw myself back, like, didn't even put my hands down, just threw myself back, cocked my head off the floor. Yo, people, I'm just being honest, I didn't want to die. Like, you know, I've got things to live for. And then I've just heard bap, and then obviously, Jesus gone, bang, bang, and you can say, shh, they've got off. So they've got me in the car, they've gone right, we've gone left, my brother's just gone, like, we had a Honda Accord, automatic. So when you slam the brakes on, you go forward. It's gone, there they are behind us. My heart dropped, I thought, they've running behind us now to finish us off. So when I looked in the mirror, it was that the ambulance, the paramedics were outside the ambulance with the police on the corner. So imagine we come out of here now onto the main road and I go left. On the right corner, they're right there, just right by that fence. So we've turned, JJ's jumped out, the guns. We've turned around, come to a skid in the hole, and I promise you, police died for cover. Because all days, remember, they know they're shooting in my side. There's one just happened behind him. They've seen a car go that way with guys. A car go that way, stop. One guy jump out with two guns, running into the estate. This car's come turning around and coming skidding in front of them. They died for cover. Paramedics got in the ambulance and drove off. So I'm jumping out, hobbling on my right foot. I'm like, so I pulled my belly up. It's like police and some of the gang police. I'm like, I don't know what's been shot. So they threw me on the ground, threw Gary on the ground, battered him a bit, battered Nathan, my other brother. And I just remember going in and out of consciousness. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that was burning because there's no adrenaline now. That was burning. If there wasn't a crowd around me, I might have cried. But I'm just thinking, yo, if I die, they can't come to my funeral and say, yo, Scotty cried, you didn't go out like a G. This is how dumb that life has you thinking. I'm in pain. So I was like, get the ambulance back. They're like, we've got to wait for the nearest arm response, and it's setting out from Cheshire. You're looking like 45 minutes. I've probably been bleeding 45 minutes. And as well, remember, when your adrenaline's going, you're pumping out more blood. Yeah. So I was in and out of consciousness. I remember just looking at my brother, and he had a tear in his eye. Because me and Gary are like, he's thinking, yo, my little brother. I'm just thinking, yo, that's my big brother. I'm seeing this guy emotional. So I've just blacked out, woke up in the ambulance. The paramedic woman's like, Matthew, don't go back to sleep. You've lost too much blood. And I swear, all I remember thinking is, you smell nice. You got nice lipstick. I want your number, I swear down. But then I just looked up to the light and I went, you know what, God, I'm tired. I don't want to wake up. I've had enough. And I just closed my eyes. I didn't want to wake up. I don't know how long it was. I woke up, handcuffed that hand. I've got the gas and air running. I'm like, oh, I'm clocking, I'm in hospital, arm response. Oh yeah, shit, I've been shot. I thought it was a dream wherever I went to in that place. And I've gone, where's my brother Gary? So I meet the bond, I'm asking me, like, where's Gary? They're like, oh, we've locked him up. I've gone, what for? I went, so he doesn't go and kill anyone. I went, he ain't gonna kill no one, he's killing them. I'm not gonna say his name. He said, yeah, that's such and such a person that he beat the trial for. He's a nasty piece of work. Just tell your brother to murder someone this time between Sunday and Thursday, because we can't be bothered chasing him. He's a nasty piece of work. I went, he's not gonna do anything. That situation was over your car. What do you think he's going to do now to touch his little brother? So the doctor come and gone, has gone through your left thigh, in and out your left thigh. I'm like, well, my whole lower body feels funny. So me and this doctor's arguing. And the police has just gone, shut your mouth and bang me right in my jaw. Obviously, I ain't no the toughest guy in the world, but your reaction when you get hit if you're a real man is to obviously I'm
Jump back,
handcuffed, yeah. So when I've gone up to look at him, you've seen our response, 6'5", built like a brick shit house. I thought, oh, lie back down. Leave that fight. Leave that fight. It's not about the physical, because, you can get a fight. I'm not bothered getting beat up. But the fact that the arm response, you're a gang member, and you want to try and raise up to them, it's not going to work out.
I'm going to say you've gone for the gun.
Yeah, thank you, you know the one. And I don't want to get tasered and piss myself in the bed. So this older doctor comes down, and I'll never forget, he went, Mr. Norford, it's gone in and out your left thigh, and he's had to hold my penis like that in 2 hands, remember? And I'm lying down like that, so I've looked, and it's gone through the bottom of my penis, so it was like a snap twig. I blacked out. I blacked out. My baby mother can testify to that. I woke up in the middle of the night, like having a nightmare. Like man was stood over me with a machine gun shooting. I jumped up, and she was up beside me. And then in the morning, a doctor come and he went, yeah, it's gone through your left leg, through your penis, through your right testicle, and it's in your right leg. I went, how many bullets went? One.
Fucking hell, high caliber.
Machine gun, 9mm, but powerful enough and close enough to go through everything. And then my luck, the doctors come with this like a group of what do you call them, trainee nurses, obviously fresh out of uni, looking nice. So I see them walking over, so I'm like, yo, I've been in here for like 24 hours, you ain't getting no number. The guys pulled up the sheet and gone, this is a gunshot wound to the penis, and they all went like laughing. No, I was so embarrassed. I thought, no, I wanted to shout. It's not like that normally, love, but that's a bit perverted, innit? So I thought, just take that, Matthew. So I'm outside in the wheelchair with the nurse, just talking to her, having a cigarette, and the guy that shot me, his little brother, come out the corner, and another guy with the mum. So I'm like, you'll come to finish me. So I phoned my brother, Dave come, obviously chased him off. The next day they've moved me ward, and it's a ward where there's 2 doors. You can get in the first to get to reception, but then they ask you, who are you?
And you get buzzed in.
Yeah. So she's come to me and gone, there's 3 guys here. I got, what colour? She went, mixed race. Obviously now it's dual heritage, but back then she went, mixed race. I went, they're not from my gang's black and white. So she pressed some buzzer, some alarm went off. I promise you, I thought my brothers, they both come. G's chased him, all you heard was bang, bang, like shot up the car. My other brother gave me a gun. The nurse went, I've just seen what he's given you. I know your mum, because my mum's been a nurse at this point probably 10 years. Get rid of it. So I said, bro, come and get it. She's gonna phone police on me. Police come, moved me to the other side of the hospital where it was getting done up. Like I was the only one over there. And then they kicked me out the next day and said, nah, can't have you in here. My luck, I'm going to my baby mother who lived in Gorton at the time. In the back of a taxi, turned round to the main road. I just sank in the back seat. He was in it. Like at this point I was beefing with Dodderton. There was like 4 of them in the car. I've just sank and I've gone, don't turn around. Do not turn around. So all these you people that go on podcasts and gas it like you're the strongest guy and you're never scared. Let's just be real, I was scared. If they would have turned around, he used to say I couldn't run, they would have just dragged me out of the taxi and stomped me out. They could have shot me and anything, but luckily they didn't. And that's when I started thinking, this life is getting to me, but you still got to participate because you've done all this damage. That went on to 2009. People got shot.
In reality, if you want to get out of that, even if you said, "Listen, enough's enough now," you've still got that target on your back, in you. Yeah. You can't just go to like the opposition gang and go, "Listen, boys, I'm calling it quits for the day." Do you know what I mean?
Can you? And they were like, "Oh, nice one. Now you're not armed. Yeah. Nice one." So then, 2009 got caught in more drugs. They raided my other baby mother's house. She was a good mum, so I took the charge. No, not obviously say the other one who went jail for me. She wasn't a good mum. Because we both were young, she was a good mum. Obviously, because there were times I was broke and my kids always had. So I'm not going to sit here like she didn't do anything. She was a good mum. Just that being partners, we messed each other over to a degree in it. But she was a good mum. And then I got 7 years in prison, knocked down to 6 years because I went guilty. I did 3 years, and I came out 2012 October. But what made me change my life is, so for all you youngsters again, I'm not bothered about you old grown ass people who know right from wrong. But to you youngsters, when you 9 times out of 10 you go to do something wrong, trust me, it doesn't go how you plan. So my 4 brothers went to go and do a robbery, like rob a gambling house, a weed house, which my dad was involved in, a piece of crap. They went there and my older brother ended up getting stabbed up and died in that house by my dad and my dad's friend. Now I ain't got no bad feelings for my dad's friend because it was my dad's friend's house. And obviously he's protecting his family, innit? Yeah. I can't be mad. Now, if it happened to my brother, sometimes I do, like, when I first got out, I wish it did happen by a gang, because gangs have many people. I just started, me and my brothers would have licked down quite a few of them, like, don't care if you're the person who did it, I make you feel the pain. But the way God did it was, I was in jail, So I couldn't go to the funeral. So they took me to the chapel of rest to see his body and see his cold, decayed body. Yo, that broke me. That broke me in half. Like, yo, my superheroes. Now, anyone can be touched. Because no matter how bad you think you are, your older brother is your older brother, especially when you know the badness he's done and you see the respect. But when I touched his hand and I tried to shake it, but it was stuck to his thigh, yo, that killed my soul. That broke me in pieces. And then went back to, because they took me from jail to the chapel of rest. So the next morning, I got on the phone to Mum and said, "Morning, Mum. I can't go to the funeral." And my other 4 brothers were all locked up. So my mum's burying her firstborn son with none of her other boys there. And she went, "It's all right, son, I've got to go now. They brought Gary's body to me." And the first time in my life I heard my mum go, she started crying. She put the phone down, and I'll never forget, like a couple of years before, I said to Mum, "Oh, you've never cried all the things, you know, murder trial for Gary and 5 attempts, and me going to jail, your other brothers going to jail, shootings, you've been raided how many times in a year, like 50 to 100 times, like all the madness, visiting all your kids in different jails, like how come you've never cried, Mum?" I never forget, she went, "Yeah, but a real mum ain't gonna let her son see her down and crying, because if I do, you're gonna be worrying about me, and you can't be afforded to be going through life worrying about me. If you see me happy and smiling, you're just gonna get on with life." And I'll never forget, so for her to cry on the phone, knowing I'm in jail, knowing that normally she would hold that from me, yeah, she's broken. And that, when it dawned on me, I thought, so I did all this, selling drugs, shooting people, kidnapping, all that crap, and my brother, my hero, the one I love more than anything, is dead. And now my mum, who's, at that, I still love my mum. And I was like, my mum is my queen. Yeah, she might not love me, but she's still my queen. She's burying her firstborn son with no other sons at that funeral. So I felt worse. And then, I don't know, a drug addict, like, poo on your shoe, I felt bad. Because that's something I can never take back. And then it took me I come out of jail about 18 months after it. I got a normal job, cleaning cars for Europcar. Yo, young people, I got a job, I was getting $250 a week. I was making 2 bags a day to $250 a week. So when I got my first check, yo, it took me about a good 6 months before I spent it. Because I just had it framed, because it felt good. I'm going to work now with my uniform on, and my, I remember that my mum was, I'm laughing in the mirror, she went, "You laughing at your madman?" I went, "Ain't it funny? 4 years ago I was making how much money, and now I'm walking to work with my food in a Greg's bag." But I was happy, because my kids were proud of me. I've got no police. When police were coming on my estate, I was at the door now with my cigarette, like, I wonder who they're coming to raid, because I know it ain't me. It was just a good feeling that no one's after me, because obviously over time, me and the gangs, obviously you see each other, it's just a nod. Because we've all lost somebody, we've all been to jail, we've all been injured, so it's not like you sit down in a movie and like, yo, we're going to have a truce. It's, we don't like each other, but do we really want to keep going and getting a 35? Yeah. No, I want holidays and my family too, so it's just a you're safe.
Just as time passes,
Yeah, you grow up in it. Yeah, so and now I've got my own company, I'm successful. I do one-to-one mentoring with young people in schools or in the community. And it's not just me sitting down talking knife crime's bad, because young people know knife crime's bad and gun crime. It's about just being there for them. Like, I call it being a big brother. So we talk, like me and you just have a conversation about football, how was your weekend, how was your mum, how did you feel? It's questions like that, building a rapport, and then get them into football, get them into the gym. And I do it with him. So if I got just, I don't know, say your son, I would get him into football. I won't take him, sit in my car, and go and actually participate with him, take him for food, and just build up that. And he knows he can reach out on social media, so I'm always accessible.
Be that figure you never had.
Yeah, and the person I wanted to be. Where now I'm happy. I don't walk like a gangster. I don't talk like one. I don't have gangster friends. I don't care what they say about me. So to you young people, getting a job is cool. Getting a job is gangster. That is what gangster is. Being a man is gangster. Carrying guns and knife, anybody can carry a gun and knife. Anyone can stab anyone. And to you young people out there, when you think of any friends that you've lost, and when you look at all the elders, what's the beef always started over? I'm going to say 90% is over girls or someone lying. A lot of beef will start over me and your boys. I've slept with someone's girl from another gang, but I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you that man was just rushed me. And then we go back and rush them. But really, it's over. I've done something wrong.
And then you've hurt somebody, and then somebody comes for you, it turns into tit for tat.
And then stop using that excuse, young people, about it's part of the game, going jail. It ain't part. What game's this? The game that you're bound to lose, because you go jail, you're bound to get stabbed, shot, beat, rushed. For what? For a bit of money. And how many of you are actually making more than £1,000 a month when you're selling your little 3-5s? Because everyone's in the same game doing the same things. But when you get a job and you come out of it, like so many young people have helped, they live a better life. They're going on holidays, like they're sending me videos of them in the blue sea, like, Matthew, thank you. You know, sangria, sun, sea, sex. Yo, a young man, that's what you should be doing, not riding around with a knife thinking you're gangster. with your night tracksuit that your mum's bought you in from your bedroom in your mum's house.
Yeah, true that.
It's true, innit?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, always ends one way, prison or death.
Yeah. For what though? For a bit of money. In the meantime, a bit of money.
Yeah.
At my peak, I was making $2,000 a day. I can tell you, I blew that out the water. What I make, what I get paid. Forget the money. It's how I make myself feel when I'm making a young person make the right choices. That is priceless.
You're able to take your daughter to the park and everything there. Do you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to do that before.
Oh, shout out to Boston Football Club. That's the club that I coach 3 teams at. They are a great team. My daughter's a goalkeeper. Burnley's just picked my daughter up. That could be any of you young people. You've all got talents.
Yeah.
The same graft that you do when you want to get up and try and sell a bit of weed. Imagine if you did that in school and did that in college. Yo, you'd be flying. And college is going to open doors. At then gangbanging, drug dealing. Yo, what you saying, mate? What you got? Yo, I got a bud, I got a sniff. That's the conversation. That's only going to go so far before police pick you up. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I do textiles. Yeah, I'm into computing. Yo, we've got a job opening. So me going just talk to you, I've got a job opening now. Now I'm going to meet people like you and your friends who are normal. We go to the pub, play five-a-side football. We're not doing this at the light. We ain't got a clutch on our waist just to, when we see 3 guys walk towards us like we've got something and we really ain't got nothing on us. It's just a peace. It's a peace of mind that gangbanging can't bring when you live in negativity.
Yeah. So your story, we're going to take it back a bit.
Yeah.
Right back to now when you were kids. So your mum.
Yeah.
Your mum's really only engaging with you when you were doing something bad.
Yeah.
When you're good, she's not arse.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Back then, years ago, I would have said because she didn't love me, which is a lie. I think it's because I've never needed her. My brothers are mummy's boys, like through and through. I'm the guy that just gets on with it. Like I'm saying, I moved out my mum's house when I was, I didn't move out like a proper, but every day I'd stay at my girlfriend's and come home in the daytime because I was kicked out of school then. So from the age of 14, 15, I was always at my baby mother's house. I'd come in the morning to my mum, chill with my brothers, do whatever, but at night time I'd stay at her house.
Yeah.
As a kid at 15, you know, I've always, that's my family, where they've always been mum boys, they're there at Sunday for Sunday dinner. I've got a family at 15, so I'm spending time with my baby mother and my kid. So I just think it was my mum probably, I don't know, a bit of resentment that I didn't need her. This is the one kid that doesn't want anything from me, doesn't ask me for anything.
You think it was because of your dad as well, though?
No, I've got a
Just
brother.
that reminder.
No, I've got a brother who looks more like him than me.
Yeah.
I just think because I'm the one that should say it's your turn to do the dishes, and if it's not, I'm like, no, it's Gary's turn. Let's do the fucking dishes. No. So I get beat for it. Then a couple of years ago, she went, but you was the one that, and I went, Mum, look at it from my point of view. Right's right, wrong's wrong. It's Gary's turn. So I will take the beating because I know in my head it's right. She went, you know what, son? I never looked at it like that. I went, yeah. So in my mind, I'm getting beaten for telling the truth. You're beating me because you think I'm being disobedient. No, it's not my turn. Just because Gary's 13 now, oh, you don't have to do dishes.
Yeah. When Gary was fucking about, before he got into the more serious stuff, did he get the same punishments as you?
Nah, Gary's my mum's favourite. Gary couldn't, even my nana, Gary couldn't do no wrong. Out of all the grandkids, Gary's the only one that had a trust fund from my nana. Gary was the favourite.
I know he'd throw his arm around you when you was that age, but did you not resent him?
Nah, because when Gary had the Wildcat bike, it was him that gave it me. When he got the BMX and then he got a mountain bike, I got his BMX. When I went into school, our mum would beat me. Gary put his arm on me and said, it was alright.
Would you ever take the blame on anything for you? Like for your mum?
Nah, because 9 times out of 10 she'd just come and beat me.
Oh, you were getting it regardless?
Yeah, I was getting it regardless, so there's no point in him trying to get the beating, and I wanted to save him. So like when do you remember wrestling?
Yeah.
I'm talking Royal Rumble, this was, what did we move there? I'm going to say 89. I had to be the Ultimate Warrior because Gary always got the best, so we got Nike, I had to get Adidas. He got United, I got City. You know, he got Hulk Hogan, I got the Warrior. So I'm coming in, the Warrior comes in and shakes the ropes in it, so I'm like, did a bath. Yo, the radiator come off of my hands. What the fuck's that? You know, when you look at each other like, and you nodded like, say, you're gonna get battered. You know? I got battered black and blue. But I never resented him because hate's just not in me. Like, why am I gonna hate him? Because my mum loves, well, it felt like she loved him, or he ain't done nothing.
Yeah.
He's not saying, oh, Mum, Matthew did this. He's not being nasty to me. He's the one, after we've got beaten and we've gone downstairs, he'd come over and just sit with me and put his arm around me.
Yeah.
In school, when the older kids, because I was always a mouthy kid, would come over, Gary would come over and just stand there and they're all just like, oh no, Gary was like, he was always there no matter what. When I was a gangster and I had beef with more serious gangsters like murderers, Gary would just come or make a phone call and he squashed. So Gary was always there no matter what. Even if it's just, yo bro, it's going to be alright, I'll shout you in a bit. When you put the phone down, yo, big bro said it's alright, so it's going to be alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never, not once resented him, never, ever.
Then when you're at that age where you're starting to follow in his footsteps, did he ever tell you that?
Yeah, quite a few times. Like, yo, bro, you've got a good heart, because we'll catch guys who are on the fringes of our enemies. Like, they chill with him, but they're not that dotted him or whoever was beefing at that time. But they knew him, and we'll catch him dead at night. We've got 2 guns on us, and man, what I blast him in the head. And these guys are not really gang members. I'm like, let him go. Nah, man. And like to the young boys, like, yo, shut up, you muppet. Yeah, bro, go walk off. No, he's gonna shoot. I said, yo, nobody's gonna shoot you. No one can't not do what I say. Yo, and she's like, yo, move on, yo, bro, allow it, man. Yo, my man, such. I said, yo, but there's guys in Russia that chat to us, but they're not RCG. So they're like, allow it, man. Now you got too much of a good heart, man. You need to go and get a job, man, or just be with your kids, man. Yo, this ain't for you. But I wasn't gonna leave my brother alone, because I know these man don't really care about him. And what happened when I left him, went jail, he died, because he was normally with him, me. It's just one of them things.
Yeah, no one's ever going to watch each other's back like family.
Like, no. I've got a brother that I caught him plotting on me with someone, like, plotting my downfall. He didn't know I was on the end of a phone call.
Yeah.
And imagine my heart dropped. Like, yeah, we've not always got on, but you're my bro. No one ain't going to touch you. You're my bro.
Yeah, it's blood at the end of the day.
So he's conspiring with you, and you don't like each other. He knows me and you don't like each other. And you're on a phone call with my other brother. So because it's a WhatsApp group call. So I enter the call, but I don't say nothing. I'm just hearing what's going on. Yo, I heard it all. I thought, God, my witness, my heart dropped. Like, yo, I know you don't like me, but we're brothers, and you conspiring with this muppet to try and do me something, or to try and basically saying you're going to make fake profiles and come on all my stuff that I do and say, stop talking rubbish. You know what gets to me though? Everything's facts. Because if you look at any of my comments, people know I don't need to come in and lie that I did all this. I ran a gang. You cannot run a gang by not being bad yourself. Mm-hmm. You cannot be a great mentor and helping all these kids if your stories are bullshit. Just like some people are jealous, and a lot of men have told me, Matthew, a lot of them want to be you. You go on 7 holidays a year, you make money, you look after your daughter, you're on social media all over, you do like podcasts, you do stuff for Channel 4. Who wouldn't want to be in your position? So I'm like, nah, I get it. It's like, I don't listen to them, because you know what you did, the streets know what you did. You're not doing it for the streets no more, you're doing it for the kids. I'm like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. Background noise, mate, then I notice.
There you go.
Exactly what it is. Yeah. Background noise, yeah. So, Gary, when he died, your dad that killed him.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What goes through your head with that?
I can see why he's never been a dad, just because you've got the title as a dad. You look after your kids. You take him to school, you laugh with him, you buy him presents, birthdays. He never did none of that. And he never did that with Gary. He used to take me for little drives and tell me about his life in Jamaica and how hard he had it and da. He never did that with Gary once, and he cannot say that once in a lifetime. So he never did nothing for my brother. So I can see how you can stab him. You and your friend came over from Jamaica. He's a like family.
Because stabbing's personal as well, and it's up close there, it's in someone's face.
That's his friend. He didn't do nothing. My friend could kill my friend killed any of my children, even if it was by mistake, by my son stepping over out into the road. Yo, you killed my kid. Whether it's actual or not, you've killed my kid. My kid ain't coming back. Yo, I might be in a court of law one day myself, because how am I gonna live with that? Like, you're my friend, you've done it. If it was an accident like that, then fair play. But setting up a robbery and then you and my friend, I know you personally, you and your friend stabbed. Nah. Yo, I got to do you. So you got to go see God too. You didn't kill my kid. You mad?
Yeah.
But my dad's still, the guy's dead. God rest the guy's soul. Got no ill feelings to him. You still spoke to him after Gary died. The least you could have done was cut him off, but you didn't, because you was never a dad. Never ever was a dad. You didn't. I've never said this before, but these are facts. I don't care who in my family don't like it. Come and say something to my face, and we'll see how that goes for you. It's not going to go the way you know. So this is from my mum. When Gary died, my dad's sister sent $5,000 for the headstone. My dad tried to take 2,500 and got off with it. So all the listeners, just listen to that again. He tried to rob half of the headstone money from his son on the day of his funeral. What kind of man does that?
Yeah, it's
say no more, scumbag.
Yeah.
And that's facts. That's not me. That's off coming from my mum. That's factual. So if he can do that, and then when he got buried, the minute he got buried, my mum from jail, he got off to Jamaica for 6 months and left our sister, who was young, in the house to defend herself. Karma got him, and he had a heart attack. None of his kids speak to him. He's gonna die alone and go to hell where he deserves. So, but that ain't for me. That's for God to judge. But I know he's not a good man. All his kids went to jail. That's a failure as a dad. That.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's all his doing, because we made the choice as well. But he got us into it. Him and one of our uncles. So yeah, you have to answer to God for that.
So did your dad stab him, or was he just present?
No, he stabbed him. And he's from one of his friends. Yeah, 2 different knives. This is from the inquiry, and we all know who was in the house. I just got on with life, because I just think if Gary died that night and didn't die the way he died and I was there, I'd be doing life in jail, I'd be dead, because I would just went on a mad one.
Yeah.
But because he died like that, and I gave my soul to God, it gave me time to think and just be mature and like, yo, they went to do something bad, and this is the outcome. Yeah, I love Gary, like I said, my dad, I just won't ever speak to him again. He's lucky I've changed my life, because I'd blow his head clean off, because that's my brother. But all that would have happened is me go to jail, my kids ain't got a dad, my brothers would have came out, they've lost 2 brothers, one to the system, one to death, mum's lost 2 kids. So I thought about all of that, if I go and get revenge, how it's going to end for my family. 2 kids from my mum, who knows it, if she would have died heartbroken. 2 brothers with no guidance, they would have came out and did a madness. I changed it and helped them to change it. Now one of them's got his own jewellery business, he's flying, he's always in Dubai. Proud of him, his name's Kyle, proud of him, I love that guy. Other brother, when he tried to, set me up, don't wish him no ill will, because that's just how I am, but don't chat to him.
Understandably.
Yeah.
With Gary, if he didn't get killed that night, you obviously knew him better than anyone. How do you think his life would have ended up?
Jail.
And your life as well, if he was still around.
Me doing life in jail. Gary dead because Gary's not doing life in jail. And that's just the truth. The police even said it, like Rod Carter said it on one thing that I did with him, Perspective on Channel 4. He went, cornering Matthew, no. Cornering Gary, I'd be more concerned about, because Gary's not doing life in jail. He told cops that you have to kill me, he's not. So Gary would have been dead. There's a 2% chance, we would have been that lucky that we would have got money and made it out of that game, but that's 2% out of 90. That's rolling the dice.
That's a dream, man.
That's a dream. So
yeah.
life and death, they were the only options. And it was, Gary had something planned, at least 3 to 4 people were going to get whacked, were going to get killed, because he wanted to take over a certain part of the drug game, and there were certain people to take out.
And at the height of it, how much money was you both earning?
$2 a day each.
Yeah.
I was doing the heroin, he was doing the crack. It sounds like a lot of money, but I'm telling you, young people, for what you go through to get it, it ain't.
Yeah. Where's that money when you're in prison and you're under poker?
Nowhere. Where's the money when guys are outside your house balled up? Because I'm not saying I was young. Of course, guys come outside my house balled up and you're ready to run out the back door and leave your family because you don't want to die. You're just praying that they're not going to touch your family. Is that worth the money you've got? And like I said, snake friends who are close to you, who, because they're not making as much money as you, hate on you. It's, to me, young people, get a job, legal. People might make fun of you, or waste man, look at you in McDonald's, whatever, but when they're in jail with nothing but ball bags and bum cheeks, when they're getting stabbed, getting chased, you've got your money every month. And I just say if, I don't know, you youngsters out here, not everyone makes money. Not everyone even sells weed, so some of you just you chill with your boys to smoke weed, they might buy you a little food. Imagine if you broke off from them, went and got a job, education, get a job, every month, minimum you're going to come out with at the age of 16 is what, £1,000, £1,200?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to meet friends that are going to open other doors for you. Your mum's not crying, your mum's happy, and eventually you're going to be happy. It's just taking that leap.
It's just this fucking whole image thing, innit? People talk about it. You all look at social media and I'm listening to the songs, the films. They need to be covered in the gold. They need to be in Dubai on a boat. They need to be doing all that. And I say to my kids, I've got 3 girls. My eldest is clever as anything. Yeah. My missus is doing a paramedic science degree. Big words, bro. I can't read. But like my 7-year-old's reading them and all that. She's like really into it. Whereas like my 6-year-old, she ain't the sharpest tool, bless her. She's a bit like me. She ain't the sharpest tool. But I say to her, look, what do you want to do when you get older, princess? She's like, only working on bargains. I'm like, you know what? Fair play.
Yeah.
Look, you can work that till. Get me a little discount.
Yeah.
But then you could be manager. And you could be earning 40, 50, 60 grand a year.
Thank you.
With no debts behind you. No stress of university.
Yes.
No drug dealers at your door.
Yeah.
Nothing mad like that. You know what I mean? Just for popping off on a till and on bargains on a Saturday.
There's nothing wrong with any job. You can progress in any job. My son, the 21-year-old Demikai, love him. He lives up here, Stafford. He's just passed all his, so from 15 he got a job in B&M. And I'll never forget, he told me, when Dad, I've got something to tell you, but I think you might laugh at me. I said, what? He went, I've got a job in B&M. I went, what? I said, I'm going to laugh at you. You're the first person in this job, the male anyway, to get a job in school.
Yeah.
And then he did that, and then he went to his apprenticeship for mechanical engineering, and then a couple of months ago, he's just come out from Tokyo, like for his 21st, so I said, there's a grand for you. It's not how good it was easy to just say, oh, there's a grand. And then we go on holiday, I'm taking him to Barcelona match next year. But then I went to him, so what's happening now? He went, I've passed all my exams. I said, so what's happening next year? Your job? He went, oh yeah, I make 40 grand a year. When at 21, living at home. I said, you're my best child, I love you. I said, you know what, I'd never ask you for nothing, that's your money, I'm so proud of you. But he's got his head screwed on. He said, if I have a girlfriend in 3 years, I want to buy a house. If not, probably 5 years. I went, smart. You save your money, make your money. So when, I don't know, you buy a house, it costs up 160, 170. If you save for the next 4 years at that type of wage, you can put a good 100 grand down on it. Your deposit, your mortgage is going to be is low. So young kids, you can do it. You can turn it around if you're going on the wrong path. You ain't got to get to losing someone to turn it around. You just got to want it enough to not care what anyone thinks about you.
Yeah. From your experience as well, from what you've seen mentoring people, how hard is it for people who have been manipulated and they're under threats of violence to get out of it?
It's hard because it's the fear of something happening to my family, happening to me, my friends. I would say don't get involved in the first place, but if you have, you've got to tell your parents. And if you can't trust your parents, a teacher in school, social worker, go to the police. People say that, oh, you're telling kids to grass. No, I'm telling a kid to save their life. I'm telling a kid to tell the truth, what's going on to them. When you're a criminal like I was, that's grassing. I knew right from wrong. When you're getting 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids and you're threatening them and manipulating them and grooming them, that's not grassing. They ain't gangsters, they ain't criminals. They're being exploited. So yes, go and tell the truth to the police or your social worker. Why should you pay for someone? Even me, like, I went to jail for 3 times for the drugs I was doing. I should have got more when you look at it for the lives I ruined, but that's just not the way it went. So you young people, do not let someone ruin your life. You're not grassing, you are telling the truth. When you become a full-fledged criminal and you wear the tattoo or whatever proud, then yeah, you're not allowed to tell the truth because it is considered as grassing. But if you're a kid being exploited, manipulated, forced, coerced into doing something you don't want to do, tell an appropriate adult. You can write a piece of paper and give it to your teacher. You can go to the police station. You can do it anonymously on 911. You can email the police. There's so many ways, but do not get sucked into that world. Because I tell you, just like me, and I was a gang leader, there were times I was scared and I wanted to get out. And I had enough mentally. I should be cuckoo now. It's just that I had a brother where I couldn't crack because I didn't want to upset him. But there's many times I wanted to crack when you're in jail alone and that door shuts and no one's writing you a letter, no one's visiting you. Mm-hmm. Like the world's forgot about you. When guys are chasing you, when you're broke, because let's be honest, you go for a stage when you're broke and you can't even buy a £10 weed, but you're talking gang, and because you got some old designer clothes, people perceive that I had money. There were times I didn't have £1 to buy a chip butty. But I had a mum that could cook. So mum, just imagine that. You're 20 years old, you're supposed to be a gangster, but you're going home to your mum to cook because things are bad. You don't share that with the youngsters because you want to see that you've got money. Nah. So don't believe the hype.
Obviously, you've been on both sides as well. So for the youngsters caught up in it, and threats are made against families and that, from your experience being on both sides, is that a legitimate thing or do you think it's just scare tactics?
Some people will and some people won't. Some people will go and burn your house down, smash your house. So that's why I try and tell them it's imperative that you don't do it. You don't do it. Because no, I'll never harm you, you're my G. To young people, I'm going to ask you this question. If you've got a brother or sister out there or a friend that you love because you've got no brother or sisters that you proper love, ask yourself, would you do what's being done to you to them? Would you coerce them to sell drugs? Would you threaten them? And 99% when I ask young people is no, because I love them. So the people that are doing it to you don't love you. So it's fear, it's not love. Tell an appropriate adult. Either way, if you don't, you're going to carry on doing it and it's only going to be you going to jail. Then they're going to throw you away. Now you're in jail, you've got a record, you've got no GCSEs.
No money.
No money, and now what? You can't even, that guy's not going to employ you again because you're hot. Now if you go and tell someone, or you stop it before it gets too deep, you just go to school, get your education. It is simple, but once you make it harder by the longer you stay in it, the more you do, it is harder to get out. I was just looking at my era, we all grew up and it was like, by the time I was ready to get out, we're all 30. By then we've all been shot or stabbed or lost somebody.
Past it.
Yeah, we're past it, innit? Like, we're 30. But I wish I would have did. If I could do it again, I would do it different. I'd get my basketball scholarship and go to America.
Where do you think you'd be now if you did do that?
I'd be retired millionaire with Beyonce. I'm sure. Now, but I'd be a millionaire, but you know what? I'm glad it happened this way because I don't think I'd be a millionaire that gives out money. I think I would have been selfish. Everything that I've been through and seen and know being poor, that's why I help a lot of people. Because money is just a digit. It's not even, it's not worth nothing, but the soul of a person, I appreciate that more.
Yeah. So, tell me all the people you've helped, someone who stands out, tell me their story.
5 young Libyan kids, shout out to Soldier and Mo and M1. Long story, they lost someone, they were on the wrong path going to get revenge. These are real gangsters. Spoke to them, talking to them, but I had to remind myself, like, these are just 16, 17-year-old young men. Took them to go-karting, football, food, just telling them, like, and then one of them said, yeah, but we lost one of ours. I went, yo, that's your friend, I lost a brother. Now you can go and get revenge. I can't stop you. But when you're doing your 35, who's going to look after your family? Because man are going to turn the life round. Now who's going to stop me from kicking your mum's door off? Who's going to stop me from terrorising your family? Because man are going to look and think, oh, he just got 35. Oh, if I go and do anything, I'm going to get it. They change their life around, you're doing 35. He said, how can you honour your boy in jail? What, putting up posts on Snapchat, whatever? No one cares about anyone in jail, mate. When you're on the out, you can go and get married, get a job, go to university, go on holidays. You can celebrate him every day. But that's up to you now. You choose what you want to do. All 5 of them turn it around, past the GCSEs, and they're always on holiday. Always, I'm proud of them. I still keep in touch with them. Always on holiday. They've never been back in trouble. That's just someone showing them love and giving them time. Like, and they're from my area, Rusholme.
Yeah.
So they looked up to me. And I remember saying to them, I was shocked. Do you respect me now for who I am? Or would you respect me if I came out here trying to push weed on you and all that? I went, bro, you were, this was like when I was 30 odd. You're 30 odd. Man, when I looked at it like, yo, go and get a job, Like, turn it in. You did what you did back in the day. So, man, and I was like, right, so you respect me for who I am. Now I was like, yeah, you're trying to help us. You ain't out here trying to give man a box and all that. Most of these older man are washed up and not trying to give man advice. They're trying to use man.
Yeah.
And another one, he was getting into knife fights at the tram station. Then he opened his own food place. Just turn it around. Most people turn it around when you show them a bit of attention and love.
It's changing their perspective as well, the way of thinking.
Yeah.
Showing it from a different angle.
Yeah. And hearing it from the horse's mouth that, listen, I've been there, so these men are talking cap. If you look at most of these men that are on rapping and drill videos, most of them are in night tracksuits. You're in a night tracksuit and you're not selling drugs, so what are they doing? They're portraying that they've got money. I'm not saying that, yeah, you got your rappers that do make money, but look at the entourage. They're on mountain bikes, they're outside bus stops. So how much money are they making?
Yeah.
It's just like, they don't want to tell you, yo, I'm struggling, it's cold outside and we're all around a spliff.
No, that's right, yeah. So prison. What's your opinion on prisons?
Don't work.
No, obviously I've seen it as well in from the other side, so my opinion is if you want to go in there and you can get as much education that's coming out your ears and qualifications, which we'd have to pay for on the out, you can grab them.
Yeah.
But then if you just want to go there and chill with the boys and fuck about, you could do that as well.
And get nothing, and getting loads of beef.
Yeah. Because prisons are its own world, innit? Like, it's completely cut off, own politics.
Prison, it's more, for me, it's mentally, because you're bored. It's the same thing, it's mental, the stuff that you can see when someone gets scolded, you know, when you've heard someone's been raped, like, prisons, it's just disgusting. You're in there with the worst of the worst, the food's worse, a lot of prison officers don't care. No one cares in prison. It's prison school, but 10 times worse. Yeah. And you don't get to leave. It's just prisons, it's disgusting. Stay out of prisons, just stay away from prisons at all costs. It's not part of the game. Part of the game is to live life, play life and win. And you win by having a positive life. Whatever makes you happy, do it, as long as you're not hurting nobody.
That's what I mean, you can fucking fuck about on the streets, end up dead, or go to prison, spend Christmas Day out on the wing with the boys with a little chicken leg. The
boys, it's not the boys, no one, everyone's hating on each other. You know it from the other side. How many of the boys are snitches?
We're all snitching on each other. Hiding what they've got. Hiding what everyone's got.
I know, I used to make me laugh on the weekend when, like, say you're going off. I'm like, boss, what you doing weekend? You're like, I was going to see the missus, we're going out for a curry tonight. And then you get one of the man then, oh, you're a muppet, you. And then I'll never forget you turn around and went, yeah, but I'm going to have sex, you're going to use your hand. Yeah. And we all burst out laughing at us, went, how are you going to try and hurt him when he's going home and you're in here on the weekend? You've lost your mind, man. Like, I don't know, people are just mad out here.
Yeah, the way is a badge of honour when you go to prison.
I used to think, it's not a badge of honour, it's a waste of time. Yeah. Because no one cares about your badge of honour. It can't get you a mortgage, it can't get you a job. And it just tells that you were a bad criminal, you got caught somewhere down the line.
And you are literally just wasting time, like years of your time. Missing out on your kids.
Boring Christmas, New Year's, Easter. Like, for me, it was my family and a touch of a woman, scent of a woman. Like, at night time, let's be honest, at night time on a Friday, you're thinking, yo, Will's been coming in now, getting a takeaway, me and the missus on the sofa watching something. Yo, when you're cast out in bed, that's a single bed. And if you're over 6 foot, your feet are hanging off. With a 17-inch TV, with someone who's 21-year-old looking on you, telling you to get behind your door. You turn around while I have a poo. Oh, forget that. I got my bathroom on my window.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, mate, last couple of questions.
Yeah.
So you, sat here today, can go back to a 12-year-old you. What would you say to yourself?
You can help Gary by doing the basketball. it's going to be better, and you might have to leave him, but you can come back and pull him out. Because that would have made me do it. Because I thought, doing it this way, I'm going to be with him. Regardless of the outcome, I'm going to be with him. But I spent 2 years in college, making it to the NBA. I would have made it. And the baddest thing is that a guy called Nicholas George, basketballer, went to, he couldn't fight. He went to America, didn't make it. I seen him and he even went, "You're a knob." And I went, "Why?" This is when I come out of jail at 17, I had a bracelet, chain, $2,000 in my sock, going shopping for getting on the man. And I went, "What?" My brother went, "1 minute, why are you calling my brother?" And I went, "Because Matthew would have made it. He was better than me at basketball. He would have made it." Do you know, when I walked away, that fucking hurt. Hearing from him, I would have made it. And I thought, with $2,000 in my pocket, I would have been a millionaire. Yeah. You know, I had to eat that up. I had to eat that. That still haunts me.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can be fucking big and bad during the day, but on a night time when you're laying in bed on your own, or in the shower, and then thoughts get the better of you, it's game over. Well, mate, how can people find out your good work, get in touch with you?
Instagram, or just Google my name, Matthew Norford. I'll send you a QR code that they can just scan. It brings up everything. But I like to say, if you look at you've done many jobs. You're on the outside. You've still been there for your family. You've done boxing, so people think being a gangster or being a roadman makes you tough. You can vouch for this. How many roadmen do you see go in jail and cannot fight?
Oh, mate. So people always ask me, like, 6 years in prison for me. So they always say, like, you know, don't any of the boys like trying to start on you? Like, if one of the boys on the wing are going to hit you, they're going to come up and just hit you.
Yeah.
The ones on the wing going, "Fucking come in my cell, then come in my cell, take your belt off." Look, I'll batter you with my belt off. This belt is not going to stop me from battering you. The ones who say, "Come in my cell," are not going to do anything. The amount of times I've gone in that cell without shooting the lock and just gone in there. Like, "Oh, I'm a bit stressed, I'm a bit..." The ones who are just going to fucking come at you're on the wing, stay away from them fuckers. Someone's offering you out for a fight, they ain't doing nothing.
Young people, one of the best advice I'm going to give you, watch how you treat people, because you never know. You could see him or me treat us with disrespect. Years down the line, you need our help, or you're trying to get a job and he's the manager. I'm going to remember, like, "Oh, you were that young person," and never think that you're bad, because you don't know what, like, even with road rage, I cut you off, you cut me off. Do you know how many times I've ready to open my door, and then I think, but he might have just lost his mum, his girl, he might be ready to die right now. So you have to think about the other person.
There's always someone badder as well.
Yes, don't let looks fool you, because I do boxing, not to your thing. If I know I can fight already, but I've just sharpened it up. So imagine, look at you, you'd think, "Oh, I'm not a gangster, don't dress like that." Before you know it, you're spitting out teeth on the concrete. It's nice to be nice. And if anyone's giving you bad advice, young people, do not follow it. I don't care if it's your mum, dad, brother, cousin. Education, positivity, find God at some point in time in your life and work hard, and I promise you have a good life. I would never go back to selling drugs. Never in my life. Never. The money I make and how I feel helping young people. Yeah, man, even if I lost everything, I'll just go and get a job in McDonald's flipping burgers and become a manager in 2 years.
There we are. Exactly that.
I'm
get
free.
the discount, yeah.
It's not the best food, so I won't be eating it, but I've gone from frying chips to a manager. I'm still getting good wages. My kids are still getting something. I'm here for my kids.
You've got something to be proud of.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm going on holidays. I love holidays, mate. It's time to recharge. Can I just shout out my solicitor friend, because he moans at me for not shouting him out. This solicitor got me and my brothers off all our charges. He's a friend of the family. And if you're ever in trouble, I'm not saying get in trouble, but his name's Anton Patan, and he's part of Derby Solicitors. He is a great solicitor. He does fight for you. So shout out to Anton.
So if you're ever wrongly accused, give him a shout.
Yeah. If you're ever wrongly accused, give him a shout. If you're guilty, don't give him a shout.
Well, mate, anything to finish on?
Yeah, thanks for having me, and just look at us two here, both from different sides of the table, but both real men, both can respect each other, and both, I would say, going to the top, because it's a great setup. Make sure you subscribe, share and tune in, and just live a positive life.
Oh my God, thank you very much for
coming,
having
me, brother.
Yeah,
nice one, brother.
Thank you for listening to From Rock Bottom. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe, like and share. It really helps us keep doing this work and bringing these stories to light. You can also follow us on social media for updates, behind the scenes content and ways to get involved in the conversation. Most importantly, if you're struggling right now, please don't suffer in silence. Reach out, talk to someone, seek support. You are not alone, and you are absolutely worth life. Take care, keep fighting, and we'll see you in the next episode.